What happened the day when I threw the vinyl record towards Vivian at the Chert Pit? I was maybe 8, 9, or 10. 10, well, maybe it was 83. I was 8 years old. To put it into context, it was other children, older children than myself, older than myself, who led me to the edge of the pit. And I think Ira Schoenbrunn was one of the ringleaders. He led me to the edge of the pit. He said, we're doing something over here. Or someone with Ira, but Ira was there sort of influencing me from, he was on the right side. They brought me to the edge of the pit. And they had been doing collective activities. They had done, well, there had been throwing snowballs at each other. And then on a rainy day, it escalated to people throwing mud balls at each other. Kids throwing mud balls at each other. So they were escalating, and then they said, well, now look, we collect sticks and we consider sticks to be a weapon, and we hide them inside of a hollow log. And so I was like, whatever. We're playing, we're playing like we're pirates or something. I just didn't see any malicious intentions in the collecting of sticks, but they were like, we're collecting weapons and we hide them inside of a tree trunk. I was like, whatever. I didn't think I was special. I thought I was just like everyone else. I was supposed to be frightened, I guess. That, oh no, we have weapons now. This is what the right-wingers were saying. They were accusing me of being the source of all of Stephen's ideas, of everyone being disarmed, and then the person with the strongest body always wins, and then and nobody has a gun in their house, and everybody's communal. Well, they were blaming me for all this and having an ideological debate. They said the community was like a lump in the USA, a lump of non-compliance, something different, something bad. And they were saying Paul is the source of it, and Stephen is saying Stephen is corrupted by his son who's not pure white. So they said, let's scare Paul, and I was just like, okay, we have sticks now, so what? I thought I was one of them. I thought I was one of the group, I didn't think I was an outsider. So anyway, they brought me another day after throwing mud balls, after collecting sticks and declaring them to be our weapons and concealing them inside of hollow tree trunks. There was a new thing, and it was, look, we have a new activity. We are throwing things at each other again. This time it's a vinyl record. And then I'm like, oh, good, collective activity. Finally, I get some inclusion. But you're supposed to throw it short of the target, not far. You're not supposed to throw it far, and it's not supposed to go all the way. You're not supposed to hurt each other. It's just throwing and dodging. Oh yeah, bottle rockets. They were shooting bottle rockets at each other too, I think. We shoot fireworks at each other. Hey, see, we're getting more violent. And I'm like, all right, whatever. That's the collective activity, and I just want to be included. I don't remember bottle rockets. I think they were shooting bottle rockets at each other also before the throwing. I don't know if it was before or after, but I think it was before throwing the vinyl records. So anyway, the thing is, I didn't know that they brought me to the highest point above the pit, not to the ground level. They brought me to the highest point above the pit and encouraged me to participate from there so that my throw would go extra long distance because of my height. It was on a slope far above the pit. And I was about 8 years old, and I was always starved, never having enough, never having any cheese, never having any chicken to eat, no cheese, no chicken. And I don't think I had any, but they might have brought me somewhere. Day to day, I never had that to eat. Always soy. So my brain was underdeveloped from not having enough neurotransmitters. So I was technically at a mentally impaired cognitively impaired state because of my vegan starvation diet. So Ira, I don't remember if he was doing karate before or after, but he was a bigger, older boy who was menacing, and he was there, and so I just was trying to participate in the group activity, and then Vivian ran into the middle of it, and she says, "Stop, stop!" And I said, "Oh, how annoying!" And I said, "I'll do my throw now," and but I think what they had done to prep me for this day is they said, "Paul throws like a girl. Paul throws like a girl. You know, you got to put your shoulder into it or something." Somehow they had prepped me to make a throw into something more masculine. That was also another thing. They brought me up on a hill to make my throw go a longer distance, and they had also probably said, "Paul throws like a girl." And so I forgot about Vivian, but what about my throw? I got to make a good throw, because I was really in a mentally impaired, cognitively impaired state because of the diet and the bullying too, and the exclusion, the isolation, the ostracism, and the bullying. So anyway, sadly, I threw this vinyl record, and it was sadly right on target. And then I immediately said, I panicked. I was like, it's out of my hands now. And then Ira was having a triangulation perspective to my right. God damn it. And he had the perspective to say, "Duck!" And then Vivian dodged it at the right time, and it didn't kill her. So thank goodness she survived, but I just wanted to give some background into the setup behind that operation to smear me. And I'm really glad Vivian didn't get killed that day. It was a courageous and wicked plan to set me up as a homicidal terrorist against women and girls. And it worked, and I've been hated ever since. That's all.